Big up, everyone. Welcome to my reaction, review, eruption, rant, whatever you like to call it. Just thoroughly fucked off with Brentford. We are sinking like the Titanic, basically. And it's just not good enough. I've had enough. I've totally had enough. It's terrible. You know, great start today. 1-0 up. What, 2 minutes? I knew it wouldn't last. I said in the group chat to everyone, I said, this ain't going to last. This is too early. You scored too early. We ain't going to hold on to it. That ain't going to happen. Because we're totally shit. How bad have we got? Defence, attack, okay, midfield's decent. But I don't know. It's just, we're not the team we were. We go about injuries again. Injuries. The big players, yeah. But we should have a good enough squad anyway to cope with that. We're not. We are an absolutely useless, pathetic team. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we are. You know, we started off the season pretty well, but you know, people will say it's injuries again. But I just said, so what? You've got to cope with it. You know, and what we got is nothing good. It's not good enough. And now we're frantically, wanting, wishing, hoping that Toney is going to come back and save us. But is he? Is he going to come back? We hope so. We better fucking hope so. Because we are done. We are absolutely done. And I'm going to look at these comments. Yeah, Stephen. Yeah, sorry about it, mate. Other things come up. I'm really sorry. I was meant to do this earlier anyway. This stream. It's meant to be a lot earlier than this. Yeah, hurry up, geez, how late? Yeah, exactly. I know, I am late. I wish I could say lateness is greatness, or maybe I am, but my team isn't. It's absolutely shit, mate. I'm fed up with it. This is the link. If anyone does want to come on and shoot the breeze with me about anything about Brentford or about their team or anything else that happened today, because I could need something to take my mind off it, to be honest, and chat about other things, because it's just getting back to that point where I've got to chat about something else. So I'd welcome that if anyone wants to come on. Joanne, I see you in here. You're welcome to come on if you want to have a chat about Arsenal or anything. Obviously to do with football. So you're welcome, Joanne. Hello, Steve. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for being in here. Haven't seen you for a little while in here, so great. Obviously your team lost as well, and sorry to remind you of that, but lost to West Ham. But you're in a better position than we are. Let's put it that way. Stephen, be up, Mr. B. Yeah. If you want to come on, mate, you're still welcome to. I know it's got late and everything. I really apologise. I apologise to everyone. But obviously I weren't trying. Well, I could say I was trying to put this off because I knew how it's going to be. I knew I was going to be upset, pissed off again, and angry. But that's the way it is with Brentford at the moment. It's not going to change for the time being, I'm afraid. Joanne, you're rubbish, just like Arsenal. Both our teams are a letdown. Yeah, but with your team, it's more the manager, isn't it? Can you say it's all the players' fault? I don't think it is with Arsenal. I think your manager's a lot to blame for it, and he's just so inept. But the thing is, I might start blaming Thomas Frank because he's not getting it right either, is he? Let's be honest. And I thought he was brilliant, great manager, better than Arteta. But then a lot of managers are, you would say. But I don't know at the moment. I really don't know. Liked and shared. Cheers, Joe. Brilliant. Thank you. Great stuff. I will come on another time as you got a toothache. Okay. No worries. That's fine. Cool. That's understandable. Do you think you'll keep Ivan Toney? Exactly. It keeps rumbling on, doesn't it, about Ivan Toney? And I just can't wait for it to be over. We just want to know either way, is he going, is he staying? We need to keep him because we need to get goals. No doubt about it, because we're going to be in that bottom four. Right? The only thing that's positive for us that's keeping us where we are is because the other teams down there are not winning. Luton, unfortunately, today lost. Brilliant performance yet again, but they give Chelsea 3 goals, a 3-goal start. And, by the time they come back, it was too late, 3-2. Great performance again. And they should have got more goals at the bar. I think, was it twice, maybe? But, and then Burnley, so unlucky, nearly got something against Villa. Only lost 3-2 in the end. So, very unlucky. I mean, Sheffield United were totally outclassed by City, so that was no surprise, I guess. But, there are teams that are starting to pick up points down there, and it's worrying. So, we've got to start doing something, and now we've got to wait till next year to start doing something again. And, hopefully it's going to be a better new year for us, another better year. So, Dan Wheatley, I have to go to work now. I would have caught stream if you started earlier. What's the point? What shit? Oh, cheers. Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's. Sorry, it's not exactly a shit channel. It's just that obviously other things come up. You don't realise that, and I can't always start on time. But if you're not happy with that, mate, then you know what you can do, basically. So I'm not in the mood at the moment. I'm sorry. Anyone's better than Arteta. Yeah. You would think that, wouldn't you? I thought Thomas Frank was, but then again, is it his fault? It's what he's got to work with, which ain't a lot. Is the problem, I suppose. If we had some of the better players, say like Arsenal have, or other bigger teams, he might be able to do a lot better than what he is. But we got the dregs and shit of rejects almost, some of them. But anyway, I hope Ivan Toney don't come to Arsenal, as Arteta will ruin him as a player. Exactly, I agree, Joe, totally. But if he does come to you, I mean, who knows? He might easily go to Chelsea. Apparently, they bid 115 million for him. Apparently, allegedly. So why we haven't taken that money, I don't know. I know the transfer window hasn't exactly opened yet, but if they bid that much, we should take it. Obviously, we're going to get more other better players then. You'd think, if they want to join us, that is. But as I say, anyway, smash the likes and sub if you're new. That's great. You can follow me on Insta down there. It's on that ticket down there. At Mr. B for Life 182. Follow me on there. Big up, Chris. Nice to see you in here, bro. Thanks, man. Coming in. Big up, mate. Very worrying for Brentford, especially when Palace are in around you in battle for survival. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly, mate. Not looking good. I thought, all the matches before this were all draws. And I knew something had to give. And I thought hopefully we would nick a couple of goals at least or something and win it. But from a great start, 1-0 up. Lewis Potter, that is a real positive for us. I've got to admit, there are still positives out of all this, but you know, I rate him. He's starting to come up with the goods. You know, Lewis Potter now, since we got him from Hull, and he has had injuries, which hasn't helped. So, but now he's come back, and you know, he's doing well. I mean, he's one or two of the good things that we can take from it. So there are 1 or 2 positives at least, but unfortunately, we're sinking like a stone. So dropping like a stone here. Right, Joe, how much money have Brentford spent, mate? Not a lot, Joe. Not enough. And we've got to do it in January now. We've got to spend. Otherwise, you know. Unfortunately, the sort of players we're looking at aren't of the calibre that some of the big teams can get. You know, we have to be realistic with what we're spending and who we're getting, I'm afraid. So it's never going to be enough. All I can say is I just hope we don't get players like Flecken and that again, because he's just not good enough. I don't see what it is about this guy. I just really don't. He's not a great keeper at all. But there you go. Anyway, I'm gonna crack on. Nobody's come in here. It's come on the show yet. Obviously, there's still people in the live chat, which is good. There's still loads in there. But I'm going to crack on with this and obviously go on to this one, the Bees line-up and formation. We started the formation as a 3-5-2. Flecken, of course, in goal. Rorsleff, right back. Collins and Pinnock, centre back. Godos was pretty much left wing back, something like that again. He's been in that position for quite a while now, so sort of made it his own in a way, and actually performed okay again. I actually thought he performed okay, and see, the thing is, I haven't watched all the game. I've seen sort of highlights of this, so I haven't really seen the whole game. But and I had sort of gone on word of mouth that we weren't great again at times. Although we started superbly, of course, being 1-0 up, second minute, you know, we crashed and burned again, I'm afraid. But anyway, in the midfield, of course, we had Zanka. I don't know, unless he was classed as the left back, I don't know. He can play anywhere along the back four, I think, Zanka. So, of course, Jensen was back, another positive. That's great to see because he can make it tick in the midfield, can pick out a pass. You know, great range of passing. One of our better midfielders, better quality midfielders. He's class, and probably just a bit soon he's come back. Probably like he's only played the last couple of games, and I think last one he came on as a sub. So you know he's getting back up to match sharpness, fitness again. So I'll use that as an excuse. Yeah, now also was okay again, but maybe not one of his best games. But I don't know, he was okay. And Norgard, who I still always rate. I think he's a fantastic player, another quality midfielder, you know, good at sort of defensive midfield and on the attack with passing. So doesn't get many goals, so that's something he could improve on. I love it if he could, because we need him now. Anyway, I'll look at more of these comments. Yeah. You got done, but Lise and Eze strikes, yeah. Yeah, we'd give anything for them, man. Anything for those two. At Brentford, they are class. Total quality, you know. Thing is, I don't think Palace are anything much without those. They're not, are they? See, if they had those injured and a lot of other players injured, they'd have the worries of up like we have now. You know, the problems we've got. It'd be exactly the same for them. You know, they'd be really struggling because they haven't got the strength of in depth like with them, Elise and Eze. You know, they're the two big players, danger men. You know, and you can see. I think you've seen when they've been out for Palace. They're nothing special, Palace. Then they're nothing. You know, and no disrespect to them because they beat us, but you know, they're still nothing great without Elise and Eze. So, and then dead and buried when Elise's second found the net. Yeah. You don't have to say it, Stephen. I know. I realise what happened. So you can always come on and say it, mate, if you want to, because I do know what happened, man. You know, it's not fun. It's not. I'm not happy about it. So, right, Connor, yeah, CMO. Once all Brentford's injuries and suspensions return, they'll be back to their best. It's going to be a struggle for now, unfortunately. Exactly, Connor. But that's the problem, isn't it? We're going to probably be down in the bottom four. You know, we're going to be in the bottom four probably by the time we get all them back. So it's not looking good. And we've got players going off to the AFCON, Vissa, Onyeka and so forth are going off to the AFCON. So, you know, it's not going to be great, is it? Not going to be fun. Stephen, yeah. Oh, but it's fun and laughs when you win rough with smooth. Yeah. Yeah, and I was going to say you were very unlucky again today, mate. And I know you was at the match, and but the thing is, you give Chelsea a 3-0 lead, didn't you? That was the problem, wasn't it? And then you started really playing when you were 3-0 down. So you know, but at least I suppose with you have got players capable of scoring. Unlike us, we don't know where the other goals are coming from. We've got Lewis Potter firing, and that's about it at the moment. Anyway, getting on with this, because I'm only going to be on till about, I don't know, about 10-2, something like that. I'm not going to be on here too much longer. Obviously want to watch stuff. There's other things on tonight and got other things to do. So I won't be on here too much longer. Yeah, we are always unlucky. Yeah, I guess you are. Anyway, getting back to this, as I said, I got to Norgard, but obviously Lewis Potter, I think, has been amazing. And I would say he's been probably going to be our man of the match again in this. You know, he scored the goal, and for that, you know, definitely say he's man of the match. And actually had a really good game again anyway. So, Vissa, yeah. I don't know about him in this. He didn't think he was that great. But he has been fairly good. The last game he got a goal and looked really good. So I just want him to be more consistent, pretty much like Mbomo really. Want them both to be really consistent. Hopefully when Mbomo comes back, he'll get back to being how he was playing. So that'd be great. But unfortunately, it's a long wait for him as well, of course, with that bad injury he got. So it's going to be a long time. Also, Yarmaluk, who came on again, I rate. He's looked really good. Was on the bench to start with, of course. He's looking very good player, young player, 19. Got a long way to come, but he looks superb, I think, you know, and plays for Ukraine anyway as well. Say Onyeka that came on, of course, it came on for Rorslev. Looking pretty good still. unfortunately, he's going to the AFCON, as we all know, him and Visser. So, Damsgaard again came on for Norgard, done bits and bobs, little things. He was okay, didn't do too bad. Still waiting to see the absolute best of him, what he can produce. Strakosha, of course, Adi Doken, Mopai came on for Jensen and done a few good things. He had a great long-range shot, actually. I see it hit the bar from long range, so that was really good. He done okay when he came on, so he done really well, especially with that shot. Brearley, Piet, Harris, and Oladipo. Palace, they were 4-3-3 with Henderson in goal, Klein, Mitchell, Richards, Anderson. No one I really rate. Rate him highly. Got a lot of quality, fantastic player on the ball, defender, can pass it, come out and score. Of course, we'd love him at Brentford, really would. Geehy, Lerma, of course, Starman Eze, superb, absolute quality, amazing player. Just wish we had him at the Bees. Elise, another quality player, 2 goals, of course, fantastic player. Love him here, would take him any day here. Mateta and Ayu. On the bench, Matthews, Edward, Schlupp, another XB, another experienced for players. He came on. Riederwald, Ahamada, whatever his name is. Ozo, Hughes, who came on for Eze. Mateus Franca, who came on for Mateta. And Tompkins. So that's their formation. And sorry, I forgot to change this. Meant to change this one. There we go. That was their lineup anyway. I'll go to the key moments at the match. And, well, it was a great start for us. Fantastic start. Being 1-0 up in the second minute was great, superb, fantastic start. But it didn't last. And as I said in the live chats, in the group chats, I was saying that I'm not going to get too gassed about this. Going 1-0 up, 1-0 up, but I wasn't gassed. I wasn't going to go over the top about it because I knew it wouldn't last. I just knew. But anyway, second minute, Brentford take the lead inside the opening 2 minutes, and it's a beautiful goal. It was. Rorsleff, I didn't really rate him, but he actually had an okay game. Rorsleff, he latches on to Jensen's back heel, delivers first time into the area, and Lewis Potter darts to the front post to turn home. There's a lengthy VAR check for a possible offside when it wasn't. Well, if it was millimetres, inches, if that. Lengthy VAR check for a possible offside in the build-up, but the goal rightly stands. It's a blistering start from the Bees at Selhurst Park. Yeah, it was, but it didn't last, of course. So in the 46th minute, Elise equalised. AU curls across towards the far post, and Elise gets the better of Godos to volley beyond Flecken. I guess there wasn't a lot Flecken could do. I don't rate him still. I don't think he's that great, but couldn't do a lot about that. And then Eze struck in the 39th minute. Mateta 20 yards from goal and in the central position. Just Mitchell's low pass immediately onto Eze. The midfielder's first touch takes him beyond Pinnock, and he shoots back across goal and into the far corner to give Palace the lead. Another good goal. Great goal, I think, although maybe Flecken could have done a little bit better on that one, but still. And so it was 2-1 at half time. Then in the second half, of course, they made it 3-1. Extended the lead in the 58th minute. At least they take Skihe's low pass in his stride, drives forward, evades the challenges of Norgard and Collins, and shoots low beyond Flecken with his left foot. And that was all she wrote. So their star men performed. We didn't have anything else. I'm afraid we didn't have nothing else to fight back with, and that was it. So, right. Anyway, the stats. We had 52% possession to their 48%. Not that counts for much. They had 6 shots on target to our 4. They had 4 each off target. We created 3 big chances to their 2. We done 474 total passes to their 439. 379 completed passes to their 361. We done 12 tackles to their 8. They done 3 blocks to our 1. They done 50 duels, 1 to our 49. They had 7 corners to our 4, 1 offside each. They committed 14 fouls to our 10. So that was it, really. So I'm going to do the player ratings. Some of them aren't going to get much. Yeah, here he is. Eagle-eyed football. A much-needed win for us. Big up, Rich. Nice to see you, man. No, you're very happy about it today. Happier than us. That's for sure. Anyway, cheers for coming in, mate. I know you were out and about, but great to see you in here. Good man. Go and watch his channel, follow him, sub to him. Fantastic channel, Eagle-eyed football. Big Palace fan, of course, so obviously. But yeah, go and check his channel out. It's brilliant. He was on my channel yesterday on the stream, and I went on his as well. So brilliant. Cheers, mate. Thanks for coming in. Right. So anyway, I'm gonna rate our players. And Flecken, I'd say wasn't too bad. Could have done a bit better with the second goal. Not much he could have done with the first, I don't think. But he was okay. I'll give him a 5. Rawsleff actually had a decent game. I thought he'd done okay a lot of the time, got some decent passes, and don't generally say it about him, but I'll give him a 6 this time. A big improvement actually. So Collins and Pinnett, I'll give them both. Well, I don't think they were at their best. I know Pinnett sort of made a mistake, I think, for one of the goals. So I'll give them both a 5. Godos, I thought he was decent again, not too bad. He sort of filled in at this position that is not his own, and not his usual normal role. So I'm going to give him a 7. I think he was decent again. Zanka, not sure about him, to be honest. Weren't that great. I'd say a 4. Jensen, I think he was decent, but not fantastic. Not one of his best games. I'll say 5. Norgard, yeah, also with him a 5. Not quite his best. Janelt, give him a 5. I can't give him no really big marks. I don't think they were that great. Lewis Potter, though, great game, and he's my man of the match. I know, and he scored, of course, a fine goal. One of our bright sparks at the moment, and there isn't many of them. So I'm going to give him an 8. Yeah, give him an 8. Man of the match. Visser, not at his best either. Not great. I'm sorry. I'll give him a 5. Yarmulke, who came on for Yannick, who I do rate him. I think he's a fine player. Yarmulke, good young player. Looks okay, but I can't give him a 5. Came on for Yannick in about the 80th minute, so didn't have overly long to do much. Onyeka came on for Rorslev, 63rd minute. Done okay, not too bad at times, but I can only really give him a 5. Damsgaard again, decent things, neat touches at times, and some good little things, but nothing special. I'll give him a 5. Mopai, who looked decent, I thought, and had a good shot. Great shot at the bar, and you know what, I'm going to give him a 6. Pretty decent. No one else. Oh, sorry, Ola Kigby came on for Lewis Park in the 80th minute. Again, didn't have much time to do a lot. I think he's another good young player, but it's too soon for him, I'm afraid. He's got a bit of a way to go. I'll give him a 5. And of course, I think man of the match for them between Elise and Eze. I would say Eze, to be honest. They were both great. But I would say Eze. I did have one other subject I was going to go into, but obviously I wanted more people on to sort of chat about it, really, and didn't get anyone a guest on or anything. So it was this, what next for the Bees? Wait until Toney is back. Does that just make us a one-man team then? But I'm going to go into that more in my next stream. I'm going to talk about it then. When I'm going to have sort of a proper discussion, if I can, with other people and whatever. That would be great. It'd probably be on my debate show, which is now going to be Tuesday. It was going to be today, but one thing and another. And then I wanted to do this because I wanted to obviously let off some steam about Brentford again, how bad we were at times again. And yet another defeat. Not a great end to the year or first half of the season for us. So let's hope the new year brings us something better, because we deserve it. After our first 2 seasons of greatness, really good play, really good stuff, and getting into the top 10 and mid-table, we're now being dragged down to low level, which isn't great. I'll read a couple more comments. Eagle Eye Football, Eze was poor today. Elise, man of the match. Well, yeah, that's probably your opinion. You watch more of them than I do. You're the Palace fan. So, yeah, you're probably right there, man. I thought they were both really good. But, yeah, Elise was quality. Yeah, again, wasn't he? So, yeah, probably was man of the match. Red F. Mateta was really good. Don't know who you are, Red F, but if you can sub, if you're new, I haven't seen you in here before, and smash the likes. Cheers, man. That'd be great if you can do that. That'd be fantastic. I suppose he was okay, Mateta, but still think the standouts were Elise and Eze for me. But right, Mateta was his best game for us. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess I wasn't really looking at him. I was concentrating on us, and how bad we were. Keeping it real, Chelsea. Big up, Mr. B. At least they just made Palace more dangerous than usual. But with a better team today overall. I agree. Toney better do the right thing and stay to help save Brentford at least until end of season. I agree. totally agree with everything. All of that comment. Cheers, you're right there, keeping it real, Chelsea, keeping it real, yeah. You only just about won today, so well done anyway, for beating Luton. Okay, you were 3-0 up, but they brought it closer than it should have been, and, you know, it's 3-2. Stephen, come join us down here, it's lonely. Yeah. I think we might be at some stage, mate. I think we might be, the way this is going. Red F, cheer up, Mr. B. Things surely have to get better when injuries pass. Yeah, it's waiting until then, mate, I'm afraid. It's waiting until then. When are they going to pass? When are we going to get our big players back? You know, it's taken a while, I'm afraid. And we're on a slippery slope, I'm afraid. Anyway, so I'll chat about that the next time on my next stream, which will be the debate show on Tuesday. I'm going to go into our lack of a decent squad and what we're going to do and how we're going to get players that we need. That'd be another thing on there, the transfers. You know, obviously the window's opening on New Year's Day. So, you know, we're waiting now and see if we can we are in negotiations with at least one player, apparently, allegedly. So I'll bring you more news of that, obviously, in my next stream. But unfortunately, guys, I'm going to have to bounce because there's other things I need to do and other things on the telly. So want to check all that out. But once again, thanks for everyone that's come in. You know, that's brilliant. And thanks for your support as usual. You've all been amazing over this last year. That's great. And obviously going into a new year. And hope everyone has a great one. Happy New Year before I go. Luca, yeah, big up. A little bit late, mate. I'm about to go, man. But thanks for coming in anyway. I'm about to get out of here. But, you know, thanks for everyone, as I say. And have a safe and happy new year. And I'll see you in 2024 on next Tuesday. Or this Tuesday, I should say. So look out for that. And everyone, for now, it's goodbye.